So welcome back to the Game Haus. And as everybody knows here at the Game Haus, when it comes to Overwatch, it is the thing, and I felt it was very necessary to have my friend Skateaction back. He's an admin for he's an admin for the console gaming league, and they've been running a rather large Overwatch tournament the past 8.5 weeks. Season is about ready to wrap up, and I wanted to get his thoughts and perspective on it. But I also was following him on Twitter recently, and he went to South by Southwest, and he pulled off not just one, but 2 championships. So Skate, is it fair to say that you're either Bo Jackson or Deion Sanders, maybe, kind of doing the whole 2-sport thing going on there?
That's funny, because I'm going to get roasted by everybody in my Discord, because in my team Discord I am now known as the esports Bo Jackson.
Oh,
so we want to say the 2-time champ. Yeah, it was a fun experience. We were joking around. I had toyed with the idea, and I was pretty set on playing the Hearthstone tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Because Hearthstone's been my game for a long time. I took about a year off and just got back into it a couple months ago. And then there were a few of us that were going that thought, there is this PC Overwatch tournament. We ought to just try and enter it, since, it's for PC, but we are the console gaming league. And how funny would it be if all of us console players got together and won a PC Overwatch tournament? And then just so happened we enter a PC Overwatch tournament and won the thing without losing a single map. So we've been undefeated the whole way through, strangely enough. So
wow.
It was quite the experience, and we like, kind of the meme of it, that the console master race took down the PC tournament.
So then, important question: if you played a PC tournament, now did you? So I know players on other games will play on the PC, but they will use a controller. Now, did you so when you guys played, did you use controllers, or what did you do?
Well, for that, 2 of our guys actually did use controllers. So they didn't supply controllers. If you wanted to use a controller, you had to bring your own.
Okay.
2 of the players that were local to the Austin area, the North Austin area, actually brought their own controllers. So they hooked those up and used them. They were actually our tank players, which ironically works out a little bit on PC, because you don't have to worry about the aim assist that is used in console. If you use a controller on PC, you don't get that aim assist. So doing something like DPS would be a little bit more difficult. The other 4 of us actually did use keyboard and mouse for this.
Wow.
We do have a little bit of experience. I do have a level 25 account on Overwatch, so I've gotten it just to where I can place it now, so I do have a little bit of experience. But yeah, it was kind of funny to see a few of us using the controller, but still the majority of us making it happen on the keyboard and mouse there.
Wow, I'm praying somebody actually recorded that. We could use that footage use that footage for years, just on use that footage for memes and stuff for like years, right?
Yeah. One of our guys. Now I don't know how much this was against the rules or anything there.
Okay.
But one of our guys did, while we were waiting on everything to start and set up, he actually on those PCs downloaded OBS and streamed his viewpoint of the tournament the entire time. So there is a VOD right now on Twitch that I need to go and download before it expires, so that it doesn't get lost in the ether. Yeah. And there is a picture of us playing as well that I believe I was tagged in on Twitter, if you happen to see that one too.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that isn't like illegal or anything, right? As far as you know?
No, it's not like it would just be like violating the terms of service or something. It wasn't like it gave us a tactical advantage after streaming it. It's just one of those things that was probably like, you know what? You probably shouldn't be downloading things on this public computer, but at the same time, What's it gonna hurt? You know,
Yeah. I'm sure somebody
I may not have signed into Spotify while I was playing in the Hearthstone tournament since it's a solo tournament and listen to some music.
may or may not. I cannot confirm. I cannot deny.
No. Exactly.
All right. So it sounds to me like when you were down there that you had a good time. So we got the Console Gaming League series wrapping up. You're going into week 8.
Correct.
Okay, so sort of talk a little bit about everything so far. Now, I know that there was something from the community that they were kind of upset about payouts a few weeks back, and it didn't seem like it was that big of a deal. And it seems like everything has been going smoothly so far, right?
Yeah, there was a little bit of an issue, I think, with some of the teams and/or players had some expectations for payouts going into it, since we did advertise a 5-figure prize pool.
Right.
That being said, it was weighted the most towards the gem, the top 500 players, which I think by any indication it really should be. But the fact that it was trickled down, I think, was the bigger. But we've since kind of settled a lot of the stuff, so I don't see it being an issue moving forward. We are in week 8 of the 9-week regular season. So that being said, we are getting geared up for playoffs, and the playoffs will not be the same in every tier. No, in the diamond tier that I play in, because we had 37, 38 teams. I can't remember what the amount was. We had an insane amount of teams. We are moving to a 12-team playoff for that division. I believe all the other ones are 6 or 8. I don't have that information from me right now.
Okay.
But I will say it is getting intense with that many teams and that many tie-breaking scenarios and all of that going on. A good place to get that information, if you're curious about checking it out to see just how tight that is consolegamingleague.com. If you check our standings for Xbox now, I want to see. Last I checked, we had 2 or 3 undefeated teams still in Diamond.
Wow.
So, no, we're down to 1 now, but we have the next 4 teams are 6-1. So it is just scratching and clawing for every little bit you can get at top of the ladder right now.
Wow. So it sounds to me like so as this process is being built as you're going along, that I mean, you guys, when you set up the league, it made sense to do it during the same time as the made sense to do it on the off days as the Overwatch League. I mean, that makes total sense. So now basically when the console teams are done playing, they have their post-game wrap-up, and then they can go watch the pros play. They can take some of those strats, and they can come back into their next matchups, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool the way we set up the schedule so that obviously Overwatch League has their Thursday through Sunday schedule, and we have our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday prime scheduling that we have available to stream whatever we want. So we do want to emphasize that people come check out the CGL on Twitch. All that information is at consolegamingleague.com. We are, branching out into a few other tournaments. We're working on a Smash Brothers tournament coming up.
Nice.
We've been doing, we're promoting a Mortal Kombat tournament coming up. There's a lot of things going on that we are branching out so far, and I'm just myself now getting caught up on all of it. Like, we're going out in so many directions. Like, I'm glad we have such a large staff and people that want to, dive in with all these individual little games, because it is way too much for one person to keep track of.
Oh yeah, and when you're talking shooters versus fighting games, those are 2 completely different communities. And even when you're talking Mortal Kombat and Smash, those are 2 vastly different games and vastly different communities that have needs that you would think fighting game, when you're talking fighting games, fighting game tournaments, it's same across the board, but the games for the structure for Mortal Kombat isn't necessarily the same as isn't necessarily the same as for Smash. So yeah, I mean, you guys are growing. It seems like to me that you guys have some good good steam built up. So as far as your viewership numbers on Twitch, I mean, as far as your viewership numbers on Twitch, I mean, are they going up for you?
They're staying pretty steady. I think they kind of found a plateau in the last few weeks where they're kind of holding strong. We're still working on getting that partnership status, which is insanely hard, as we found out on Twitch, to get partner.
Wow.
Not only do they have the large numbers they want you to hit and hold, it seems like they want you to have a long track record of that. So the fact that we have done it and hit those numbers, you're still waiting on a little bit more track record that we can sustain it. So that is a goal for the near future, is for us to hit that partnership status. So everybody, make sure you tune in. That will definitely help us get there, so that we can not only bring you this great content, but it'll enable us to even more things moving forward with the league. Sweet.
Okay, so the Overwatch regular season is wrapping up, and you're going into the playoffs, and that'll last how long?
Let's see. We go through 9 weeks, so we have 2 more weeks left of the regular season. Then the playoffs, I believe, is 4 weeks is what we have slotted out, since we needed an extra week for the diamond tier because of all those teams. It didn't seem fair to have 35 plus teams and only 6 or 8 make the playoffs. We felt like the playoffs needed to be slightly larger than that.
Sure.
So that extra week, so it should last 4 weeks there, and we will have all of our champions from each tier, and we are super excited for it.
I'm sure you are. Okay, so it's basically the next 5.5, 6 weeks. So that'll put you through the end of April. So going into late spring, summer. Now, so you just mentioned about Smash. You just mentioned just mentioned Smash and some other games that you're going to do. So those those games going to pick up right there, because I know that end of May going into the summertime, when it comes to the FGC, it's huge, because you have August. I think it's this year's August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I mean. Yeah, August 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Las Vegas. I mean, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in Las Vegas is Amiibo. So, and I know that those 2 games that you brought up are at Amiibo. So, is there's some plans there?
I haven't been privy to that information, but I think there may be something in the works there. That's all I'll say. Keep an eye out on the Twitters and on the website. I am new to this whole fighting game community.
Got it.
And oh my, I got a big dose of it out of South by, because there was a Mortal Kombat tournament going on and a Smash Brothers tournament going on.
Right.
And oh my, are they a wild bunch? We'll put it that way. Like, they take that very seriously.
Yeah, some of the I've been around the FGC for at least two and a half years now. And yes, the FGC is a passionate community. They have their personalities, but man, when it comes to Smash, those people are like an extra level of like nuts that I have. I'm I'm a Street Fighter. For me, I love Street Fighter. I'm a Street Fighter guy, but man, you watch Smash, and I saw on Twitter when all the games for Amiibo were going to be announced, and the fact that Smash Brothers Ultimate made it, but not a Melee. And there were people that like lost their collective minds over that announcement. I'm like, wow, this is like
just couldn't believe it.
I know, it's like a new level of nuts that I have never experienced in my life. So I wish you guys all the luck in the world with that, and I do mean that. I want you guys to succeed. I just know that the first couple times that you run these tournaments, you're gonna have some fun. Let's just put it that way, right?
Yeah, and the other thing, because we have our cavalcade of casters, as I like to call us,
right?
we are mostly Overwatch players. There's a few Call of Duty broadcasters that we have, people that are familiar with that scene, but we don't have a lot of us that are familiar enough with games like Mortal Kombat or Smash Brothers or Street Fighter, whatever fighting game is going on. So a few of us may have to learn some of these games, me included, because I still to this day do not own a Switch yet. So that is on the short list of things I need to do, is get a Switch and learn Smash Brothers so that I have an understanding of what is going on in the game, because I can kind of see that you're fighting and people win, but I don't know how.
Right. It's
so I might as well be watching a sporting that I don't know the rules for.
Right, and for somebody like me who's only been in the FGC for a couple of years, there is a vast difference between Smash and between the way you play Smash and everything else. It's just a different sort of a feel of a game. And if you don't know what you're talking about, you're gonna get you will have people call you out. So I wish you guys all the luck in the world. I honestly have faith in you guys. I mean, in reality, when it comes to running the tournament, I mean, whether you're Smash or Overwatch, it's the same basic structure. But when it comes to dealing with the people, you have to speak their language. And if you guys, when it comes to casters and admins, I'm sure you guys will find some awesome people. I'm sure you guys will do it. I'm not worried about it. I'm sure that you guys will be just fine, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not too concerned about it. It's just, it's better to have a basic understanding when you go in. I can fill with the best of them. If anybody that's ever seen me broadcast before knows, I can fill for a while. I mean, I will sit on my own stream and talk to myself for 4 hours, so I can make it happen. But it would be nice to at least provide some content in relation to what's happening on the screen.
Perfect. All right. So just a short wrap up here. You went to South by Southwest. You won Overwatch, and you also won Hearthstone. So congratulations there. No problem, sir. So the Console Gaming League Overwatch tournament for all the tiers will be wrapping up here in about 2 weeks. The playoffs will run for 4. You're going to be adding games going forward. It sounds to me like who's ever your sponsor, because I'm not sure that we actually talked about that last time. But the owners and the sponsors seem to, the owners and the sponsors from what I've been noticing seem to be pretty happy, right?
Oh yeah, we are very happy with the growth. I think last week when we were promoting the league out there in South by Southwest, in the Discord was 6,300 strong. So we have eclipsed 6,000 members. If you're not a member, go over there and hop on in. That's where you can find a lot of this information and a lot of the announcements first before they even go on Twitter and on the website.
Perfect. Thank you, sir, for making time for me. I know that when it comes to streaming, you're always busy with that. You went to South by Southwest. And of course, whenever you go to a space full of a ton of people, then it just inevitably you get sick, right?
Right. I am definitely fighting a case of the Concred. It's my experience with Concred, and I'm not happy, but we'll survive. It's just a minor little sniffle. Everything will be fine.
Right. Hey, Skate, thanks very much for once again, like I said, talking to me. Thank you very much for always making time, guys. So if you want to check out the site consolegamingleague.com, I'll put the link in the description as well as the Twitter handle. So Skate, is there anything else that I should know all the way out?
I don't know. I mean, if anybody wants to follow me personally, I am at SkateactionDJ on Twitter, and I'm also SkateAction on Twitch. So if you want to see my personal streams, I'm going to start streaming a little more Hearthstone, I think, now that I have the championship belt, so I might as well defend the strap a little bit, as it were.
That's right.
To put it in wrestling terms. So
that's right.
Yeah, come and check it out if you're into Hearthstone or Overwatch. Check that out.
And as I recall, you as I recall, don't you have a show on Wednesdays? Some sort of a wrap-up show?
Yeah, sort of. It's a hangout type show. We are taking a temporary break due to there was some finals and spring breaks and stuff. So we've taken a few weeks off of the happy hour. But yes, the happy hour presented by CGL, as I like to say it now. So
school's overrated, right? School's overrated. It's just okay. Yeah. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in to the Game Haus. If you love this video and the other content that we have, please subscribe and throw us some likes, and we'll talk to you real soon.